Hey, Tony Jackson's here. Listen, I'm on a little workout my wife gave me. And today got a massage. Lady coming to the house to give my wife a massage and give me a massage. Still working. You know, it's so hard sometimes. We're trying to grow, trying to get better. You take 2 steps forward, then you take 3 steps back. What I mean by that is I'm still working on me, but they're trying to get to bed at a decent time because my kids be up from practice and homework. So it's like can't really go to bed till they go to bed. So I want to be in the bed by 10:30, but my oldest be up sometimes 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock doing homework. And it's like, don't do me no good to go to bed at 10:30 because he gonna come in the room, any noise wake me up. And then I don't like beating my wife to sleep because if I go to snoring, then she can't sleep. So I try to let her fall asleep before me. And then she might not go to bed till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock because she's doing, whatever she's doing. Some type of laundry or something she's working on. And so, it just ain't easy. But we got to make it happen. So last night we tried probably about 11. Got down for bed about 11. And I went to thinking, I did a video yesterday. And so what I'm doing right now, and this is what you got to get used to. You may have to, if you're a subscriber and you're seeing this video, you'll notice my video is going out a bunch of random times. So you may have to, up under the video where you hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell and set up the notifications because videos just be going out all day, random times a day, just based on my schedule. And then I got, some business coming up here soon. Lord willing, that's gonna have me tied up. So I'll definitely be shooting at all kind of odd times. But I was laying in the bed this morning because the body woke me up like 5 a.m. and had a headache because I hadn't really slept that long or that good. So I was laying there talking and turning, and I turned the TV on, put my eye mask back on, still laying there, and I heard the car dealer. The car dealership said, $0 down. $0 down, sign and drive. You know why they said that? Because you say 0 down. Do you know that you could get any car, basically, unless you're getting like a car that's in the hundreds of thousands, that you never have to put a down payment? That they've always made us think we got to put a down payment? But did you know that you don't ever have to put a down payment because that's the purpose of the bank? And the bank is giving you money. So you putting down $5,000, that's not gonna make or break that bank. That's how the dealer make their money. That's your cash bonus to them. You giving them a little cash bonus. The bank is there, ready and willing to finance the whole thing. I ain't realized that till I started financing the whole thing. And I always thought that I had to do a down payment. And one time I just said, I'm gonna try my luck and say, I don't want to do a down payment. Sure enough, they ain't make me do no down payment. One time I got a car, $90,000. They did no proof of income. They just ran my credit. No proof of income. Financed the whole car, $90,000. And I remember sometimes I bought cars, $170,000. I put down $10,000. There's people going to buy a $30,000 car and putting down $10,000. That's absolutely insane. But that's what they'll have you do. They always ask you how much you want to put down. And it's like, what do it matter to you? How much I want to put down? Don't worry about it. I ain't putting down nothing. That's what the bank do. But see, this is what I try to tell you. In a season like this, they're going to start giving you those commercials. 0 down on you a new house. Because now they finna make so much more money off having these minimum interest rates. These interest rates, they finna give you this 6% interest rate on that house. They finna make way more money than when they could give you a 3.5 interest rate. Same with the car. You usually could go in there and get you a car long time ago, 1.75%, 2.25%, 3.4%, 4%. Now you finna go in there, they finna start at 7%. I remember one time them people gave me a car at 12.1%. They thought they had me, but what I did is I just attacked the principal every month, paid it off, cut into all the interest. But if I had just paid it the whole time, man, they would have made so much money off of me. I think they would have made $65,000 in interest off that car purchase. And so look, right now in this season, it's finna be survival of the fittest, and they're gonna start preying on the dumb. And what I mean by dumb, I mean uneducated. I mean ignorant. And that's how they see us. Your everyday person, especially those of us without a college degree, especially those of us who come from a minority background, those of us who were not provided the best education, had to go to a F school, D school, C school, even a B school. They finna start preying on us. They're gonna prey on us because they're gonna say, look, you don't know what you're doing. You making this money. You done got this job. You making this money. You just learned what a FICO score was. You just learned really what credit is. You didn't have a credit card at 13 years old building your credit. So your credit history is 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Whereas your counterpart who come from the other side of the tracks coming in at 23 years old with a 10-year credit history because their mama and daddy have been building their credit since they were 13. So they got an 800 plus credit score, and you coming in there and you can have an 800 too, but don't matter if you got 2 years credit history. They say you ain't had enough time to mess up. You ain't had enough time to show us what you gonna do when you get some real credit, when you get a real loan. So they say, you don't know what you're doing, so let me go and hit you across the head. Do you know, I was 25 years old, 23 years old, went to buy a car. I ain't even know nothing about the interest rate. I ain't pay no attention to it. I ain't know what that meant. My wife told me later, when I bought that Lexus, I bought a Lexus IS 300. My wife told me years later, she was like, your interest rate was 22.5%. I said, what? I had a 22% interest rate? I'm like, girl, you crazy. I'm like, what you talking about now? She said, yeah. She said, I knew you wanted it bad and you were happy they would let you get in the Lexus. She's like, I ain't want to say nothing. I'm like, what in the world? Now, she's been good with her finances, but not my finances. And she just, I guess it was just my personality. She just always wanted me to be happy, even if it was hurting me. But if I ain't know no better, like they say, what you don't know won't hurt you. So it didn't hurt me in the sense of, because I didn't know. Yeah, it hurt me financially, but I had a lot more financial years to go, I guess. She was looking at it. And so now I look back, I ain't mad at it. I got something to talk about on here for you so that you know what the interest rate is, so that you pay attention to that interest rate. But now it's like you could have the most stellar credit. I bought a car in my business name. Interest rate, I think, 6%. So, and he was like, man, this is the absolute best we could do. He was like, we ain't even add no points to this, the dealer. The dealer was like, we ain't add no points to it. He was like, I'm going to show you straight from the bank what they offering you. And he was like, listen, this is your second car you buying from us. We're going to do right by you. Now, before, I think that's because I bought it this year. Now, before, the one I got before that was probably 4% or something. And things changed. So, and I got good credit. And here they is hitting with this high interest rate. And I had to look at that thing. And I just saw a reel the other day. A guy was talking about, I don't want to put no money down. He was mocking his clients, talking about they don't want to put no money down. And he was like, but you finna be paying $1,200 a month with a 23% interest rate. And it's like, he's a car salesman. He wants you to put money down because that's what his bonus finna come out of. That finna be his cash bonus. Because they can knock the price down on that car. So they just finna, what you putting down in cash that they tell you coming off that car, they can already took that off the car. They just ain't telling you that. Because they finna keep that cash and then they gonna just change the price of the car, which they could have did without you putting that cash down. And then that cash finna go to your salesman in the dealership, and then they gonna change the cost of that car, the price of that car, because they already got a discount put in there from the manufacturer, and then they gonna finance it at that. And listen, they really ain't no negotiation because they can play hardball because it's been sweet for them. Everybody getting so many PPP loans, unemployment. They've been able to play hardball. But they messed the bank up because the bank think they finna make a lot of money on these loans. But then if you come into a little check or you work some OT and you paying to that principal, you cutting into that bank profit. So this car that you got for 72 months, you take and pay it off in 24 months, 36 months, that bank done miss some of that money. Now they gonna get a lot of it up front though, because they know that. They know what people gonna try to do, so they gonna charge a lot of interest up front that first 12 months, 24 months, they trying to eat. So listen to me. I did this video last night, I had to do it again because a lot of people too late. Be very careful. Be very careful for the next year or so. Could even be longer. Make sure you're watching the news. Even if you don't have stocks, make sure you go look at the stock market and just see what the arrow's doing. See if it's red. See if it got that negative. And watch the news and see where it's at. And start to pay attention because it's real funny to me that the industry already changed. And I heard a man say, he said, people trying to say we're not in a recession. He's like, we've been in a recession. He's like, all you got to look at is productivity, the output. He said, if you normally could get all these products, now you can only get a tenth of those products that you used to get. But now you got to pay 20-30% higher, and you got to wait several weeks longer. He was like, that right there is a telltale sign of a recession. So we've been in a recession, but people don't want to admit it. People don't want to accept it. And I say, man, I ain't know that because I don't buy products like that. I don't look into the products. He must got like some type of business where he's selling a bunch of products through a store, like drop shipping or something. And so I say, man, I talked to my real estate guys, and they like, yeah, stuff getting a little on the shipping. Just got to order it real early, but that means still bad. You just ordering it real early. That don't mean it's coming faster. You're just ordering it early. So it's still a lot of stuff going on that the everyday person don't know, because our finger not on the pulse like that, because we not in that. We workers. So when you workers and you're not the boss, you're not the one ordering the materials, ordering the product, you're not the one fueling the machine, then you really don't understand, or you won't know when things changing. So that's why you got to have your ears to the street. You got to be paying attention. And you got to be ready for the test, because the test coming. And the test coming to drown you. See, people are coming to live off of you. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to come to a place to where, like right now, if you eating out a lot, you need to stop eating out so much. You need to start eating out so much. Start cooking at home. Start cooking at home. Because the price but that food finna start going up. And if you notice over time with inflation, it used to be, a long time ago, it used to be, you tip 15%, you good. I went to the movie theater that they serve the food, they automatic gratuity is 19%. I'm like, bro, how you even know you on that level? Like, your service could be 8%, worth 8%. You automatic gratuity 19%. Wow. And so that's what you got to realize, things going up. So when things going up, you got to start measuring yourself. And I'm going to tell you, the average American ain't got $10 in their account. Ain't got $100 for sure. If you got $100, you ain't average. You done did something right. You're above average. If you got $1,000 in an account that you could spend right now, you're doing better than average. You ain't average. And don't mess around and have $2,000. You got $2,000, you might as well have on angel wings. I'm here to tell you. See, I'm out here because I have products. So I know and see and understand where people be. And it's real. It get real now. So you got to understand and know. Be ready. Be mindful. Be diligent. Because the test gonna come. And you got to be ready for it, and you got to get past this. And you got to use wisdom, knowledge, discretion, understanding. Bear down, buckle down, store up, because you don't know what's coming ahead. And if nothing happens and everything go great, you've lost nothing. You got opulence and abundance in the midst of it. If something does happen, you ready. And understand this, help your neighbor if you can help your neighbor, but don't hurt yourself to help your neighbor. Love your neighbor now as you love yourself, and do what you can do, but make sure you ain't casting your pearls to swine. Meaning, don't be giving your money to somebody you know getting drunk and in the casino. If it's a hard-working person, they work hard, they just fell on some hard time, but they work hard, they good people, they good ground, that's different. But don't cast your pearls to swine. See, a lot of times people just remember, oh, help your neighbor. Your neighbor asked you to go a mile, go two. Your neighbor asked for your shirt, give him your jacket too. Yeah, but you forget the part about casting pearls to swine now. You forgot the part about being insurance for your friend too quick. You forgot that part about the borrower being servant to the lender. You got all the rest of it. Now it all go together. You got to sow on good ground. And make sure, because listen, well, I'm finna buckle down, go through this here season, I ain't buying nothing but assets. The land I got, that 10 acres, that's an asset. I'm gonna go ahead and secure it up, make sure all that paperwork right, make sure everything good. I ain't got no money for Gucci. I ain't got no money for Louis and Dior unless it's a necessity, meaning I got to go to an event, I got to do something, and I ain't got it in my closet, my wife ain't got it in the closet. Other than that, it's get out of debt time. It's tackle student loan time. That's what this about. Tell you that now. That's what this about. So listen to me. It's that time, it's that season. Get your mind right. Do what got to be done. I got to get a little sprint on. My wife got a sprint on here. Now listen to me. God bless you. These videos gonna be coming at different times. So you got to be ready for it. I'm gonna have it coming at random times. So set your notification bell. And I think today, until 9 p.m. Eastern, o'clock California time, you can get the YouTube course for 50% off. The coupon code is YouTube. 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 So, Tony Gaskins Academy.com. The wife made my workout. I got a sprint interval in there. Sprint a minute, walk a minute, sprint a minute, walk a minute. Too slow. Hey, God bless you. I can't talk when I run these next full sprint. God bless you. We'll talk soon.